Hello. Oh, I've got something to share with you. I had a wonderful call with a coaching client that we have beat this drum about self-trust and how self-trust is necessary for weight loss. And she goes, I think I'm getting this. She said, self-trust for me was, I was at a hotel. I have a rule for myself at home that I don't eat during a certain time. And I had the old thought of, you're at a hotel. You could have the office, bring up some cookies to your room. You could have some cookies. And she's like, no. She says, I responded to myself, no, we don't eat cookies during this time. And this just because we're in a hotel doesn't mean we do something we wouldn't do at home. And she's like, the old me would have just done what I wanted to do, gone against my own personal kind of rule for myself, and I would have totally gotten the cookies. And she goes, I think what I have been missing all these years is trusting myself, is believing when I say something that's important and it matters, and that my integrity is the most important thing. Because what's integrity? It's being one with yourself. It's saying you want these things. You want to be this kind of person. And most of us have extreme integrity and self-trust in other areas of our lives. Like if you're somebody who doesn't use drugs, even if I offered you drugs right now, you would say, no, Heather, I am not someone who uses drugs. If you're not somebody who drinks or drinks to excess, you would be like, no, Heather, I don't need that fourth glass of wine or whatever. You have boundaries. You have kind of built-in systems for yourself. You live from integrity. If being faithful to your spouse or your partner is a big deal to you, even if the most attractive person comes your way, you're going to be like, no, I don't do that. That's not who I am. You're very clear on who you are, okay? And that we need to transfer into other areas of our lives, because when we say these things are important to us and we have these kind of rules we set for ourselves, but we constantly go against them, or we say this is important, but our actions don't match, is the integrity piece that we struggle with. And when we're out of integrity with ourselves, when we're out of connection with who we believe we are, we have a very hard time being successful with things. So I'd rather see you lower the bar and say, okay, you know what? I'm never going to get rid of cookies, but maybe I just say to myself, I eat cookies at 3:00. I have to wait till 3:00. I have that as a personal guideline, just like I have other guidelines in my life, and I uphold it because that's important to me. What you say out loud or say to yourself is super important. For years, I did not believe the words that came out of my mouth, especially when it came to weight loss, because I would say, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Gonna join the gym, gonna do the plan, do the program, do the thing. And within a couple weeks, I wasn't doing it anymore. And I see how over time that just chipped away at my personal belief in myself. It wasn't until I got really clear on self-trust and integrity being more important than weight loss that I was able to lose weight. Because I had to be able to say, Heather, you're going to have a treat tonight, but you're having a treat tonight. You're not having treats all day long, right? Like I had to have some loving parental type boundaries that I adhere to, just like I would give to my kids. And I had to be able to say them and believe I was going to do that. Self-trust for me started super, super low on the totem pole as far as my ability levels went. I had to say things that I could almost guarantee without fail would happen. I know I could at least go for a 5-minute walk every day. I was already doing it. So to write it down and sign off on it was how I started to build self-trust. Okay, I said I was going to take a 5-minute walk. I did take a 5-minute walk. I signed off on it. I'm going to have a vegetable with dinner. I did that one thing. I signed off on it. Over time, my signature started to mean something to me. My words started to mean something to me. I want to encourage you, think outside the box on this. If you have always said you're going to do X, Y, and Z, and you don't do it and you feel like that self-trust has been eroded over time, get clear on that first. So that way, when you do say you're going to do something, you do try something, you do attempt to track breakfast or whatever, you feel a sense of, wait a minute, I can do this. I'm proving every day that I'm trustworthy to myself, not others, to yourself. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe. Share them with other people that might need a little bit of help, and I will talk to you soon.